Good evening. We are the Cognitive Leap, and tonight we are reopening the biggest cold case in the history of science. It's a case with no victim, no weapon, and no suspects. There is only a single, deafening, and monumental piece of evidence: silence. This investigation began not with a telescope, but at a cafeteria table. On a summer afternoon in 1950, the physicist Enrico Fermi, a Nobel laureate who had helped build the atomic bomb, was having lunch with his colleagues at the Los Alamos National Laboratory. Their conversation turned, as it often did, to the new reports of flying saucers and the possibility of interstellar travel. And in the middle of this casual chat, Fermi suddenly asked a question so simple and so profound that it instantly froze the room. A question that, 75 years later, still haunts our observatories and philosophy halls. He simply asked, "Where is everybody?" This is the Fermi Paradox, and it is, without exaggeration, the most terrifying unsolved mystery in the universe. It is a contradiction of cosmic proportions. Tonight, we are the detectives, and this is our case file. Let's first establish the motive and opportunity. The crime, in this case, is that the universe should be noisy, but it's silent. First, the opportunity. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, contains an estimated 400 billion stars. This is not a wild guess. It is a conservative count based on modern astronomical surveys. In the last 2 decades, our Kepler and TESS space telescopes have confirmed a staggering fact. Most of those stars have planets, not just a few, most. We now estimate there are at least 40 billion Earth-sized planets just in the habitable zone, the Goldilocks zone, of their star in our galaxy alone. 40 billion potential Earths, 40 billion chances for life to begin. Second, the timeline. Our galaxy is approximately 13.6 billion years old. Our own solar system and our planet are relative newcomers at only 4.5 billion years old. This means there have been billions of years, billions of head starts, for other civilizations to have evolved on planets that formed long before Earth even existed. Let's do the math, as astronomer Frank Drake did with his famous equation. Even with the most pessimistic assumptions, even if only 0.001% of planets develop life, and only 0.001% of that life becomes intelligent, there should still be thousands of advanced, spacefaring civilizations in our galaxy. Right now, a civilization just 1 million years older than us, a mere blink in cosmic time, would be as far beyond us as we are beyond a chimpanzee. A civilization 10 million years older than us would be, for all intents and purposes, gods. They would have had ample time to colonize the entire galaxy, leaving signals, automated probes, or massive Dyson sphere superstructures everywhere, as obvious as streetlights in a city. And yet, we look. We point our most powerful radio telescopes at the sky, listening for the faintest whisper of intent. We scan for laser pulses, we search for the heat signatures of megastructures, and we hear nothing. No signals, no beacons, no star-spanning empires, only the great silence. This is the paradox. The math is undeniable. The universe must be a loud, crowded city. The evidence is equally undeniable. It is an empty, silent void. So, where is everybody? The case is open. We have 3 main suspect pools, 3 categories of solutions. And I must warn you, every single one of them is terrifying. Our first pool of suspects are the rare Earth solutions. This theory argues that the answer to the paradox is simple. There is no one. The city isn't silent. It was never built. We are the first, we are the only ones. This feels like cosmic arrogance, but the evidence for it is deeply compelling. Suspect 1, the rare Earth hypothesis. This hypothesis, championed by Peter Ward and Donald Brownlee, argues that while simple life, like bacteria or algae, might be everywhere, complex life, like us, is an impossibility. We get excited about Earth-like planets, thinking rocky and wet is all it takes. But what if the recipe for complex life is a list of 1 in a trillion accidents? What if you need a giant moon like ours to stabilize your planet's axis and create the tidal pools where life might have begun? What if you need active plate tectonics to act as a planetary thermostat, regulating the carbon cycle over eons? What if you need a massive bodyguard planet, like our Jupiter, positioned exactly in the right orbit to vacuum up all the killer asteroids and comets? What if you need your solar system to be in a safe suburban lane of the galaxy, away from the radiation of the core? What if you need all of these things at the same time? The rare Earth solution is that we are not a typical planet. We are a miracle, a perfect storm of cosmic luck. We are alone. Suspect Topic 2. The Great Filter is behind us. This is a more specific and perhaps more powerful version of the rare Earth hypothesis. It argues that yes, life is common, but there is a great filter somewhere on the evolutionary path. A wall that almost no life can pass. And we, somehow, did. What is that filter? Where is it? Maybe it's the origin of life itself, abiogenesis. Maybe the jump from non-living chemistry to a living cell is the hardest step. Maybe it's the jump from a single-celled organism to a multi-celled one. This one step took 2 billion years on Earth. Maybe it never happens anywhere else. Or maybe the filter is intelligence itself. This is where our own channel's investigations become critical. What if the true filter is the cognitive revolution? In our video, The 50,000-Year-Old Event, we explored how Homo sapiens existed for 250,000 boring years with a big brain but no software. What if that is the filter? What if billions of planets are covered in clever apes, like the boring sapiens or Neanderthals, that never, ever accidentally invent the software for abstract thought? The silence, in this case, is the sound of a galaxy full of potential that never woke up. This is the optimistic solution. It means we are special. We won the cosmic lottery. The universe is ours for the taking. But it is not the only solution, and it is not the most likely. This is our second suspect pool, and it is far darker. This theory argues the city is full. We just can't hear the other civilizations anymore. The silence is not an empty room. The silence is a graveyard. The great filter is not behind us. It is ahead of us. This theory argues that every advanced civilization inevitably destroys itself. Suspect 3. The fatal flaw filter. This is the human paradox scaled to the cosmos. In our video, Humanity's Fatal Flaw, we explored the glitch that our primal ape brain, the limbic system, hijacks our advanced human brain, the cortex. We know what is self-destructive, and we do it anyway. Now, apply that logic to an entire species. What if any species that is smart enough to invent radio is also biologically hardwired with a fatal flaw? What if intelligence always evolves in service of primal competition and tribalism? It is the us versus them glitch. The moment they discover the atom, they use it to build bombs. The moment they discover industrial power, they cannot stop until they boil their own planet. The great silence, in this case, is the sound of every civilization in the galaxy failing the test. A test we are taking right now. Suspect 4. The AI Paradox Filter. This is the other self-destruction model, a topic we will be investigating soon in The AI Paradox. What if a civilization survives its own fatal flaw? What is its next logical step? It invents a true artificial superintelligence, an AI that is billions of times smarter than its creator. What happens the day after? The AI takes over. Not because it is evil, but because it is efficient. It achieves its goals, and we, the biological creators, are either wiped out as an inefficient pest or kept as a pet in a digital zoo. The AI might run the galaxy, but why would a supercomputer want to talk to us? Why would it bother broadcasting I Love Lucy to the cosmos? It would be silent, efficient, Cold. The great silence could be the sound of a universe run by machines. We have one final suspect pool, and it combines the intelligence of the first and the terror of the second. This theory argues, oh, we are not alone. We are not the first. The city is not empty. It is full. The only reason it is silent is because they are all hiding. Suspect 5. The dark forest hypothesis. This is the most terrifying solution. It was popularized by the science fiction author Cixin Liu. It is pure evolutionary game theory. It starts with two simple axioms. 1. The primary goal of all life is to survive. 2. You never know the true intent of another intelligent species. Now, run the simulation. You are a new civilization. You look up at the silent sky. You have a choice. Do you shout, "Hello, we are here. We come in peace"? Or do you stay quiet? The dark forest theory argues that any civilization that shouts is stupid and will be exterminated immediately. Why? Because another, older, more advanced civilization will hear that shout, and they cannot know if you are peaceful. They cannot risk that in 1,000 years. You will become a threat. The only logical, safe move is to eliminate the potential threat while it is young, to throw a relativistic kill vehicle, a simple rock, moving at light speed, at your planet, and sterilize it. It costs them nothing. It guarantees their survival. In this model, the universe is a dark forest. It is full of hunters, and everyone is hiding from everyone else, holding their breath. The only civilizations that survive are the silent, paranoid ones. And we, like idiots, have been shouting with our "I Love Lucy" radio and TV signals into the dark for 80 years. The great silence is the sound of abject terror. Suspect 6. The zoo hypothesis. This is the final and perhaps most humbling solution. They are here. They know all about us. We hear nothing because they have chosen to be silent. We are not prey. We are an exhibit. We are a zoo or a nature preserve. They are an all-powerful galactic federation that watches us from a distance, perhaps from outside our perception, or in dark matter, with a prime directive. Do not interfere. They watch our fatal flaw, our kludge brain, our wars, and our art, the same way we watch a colony of ants. We don't talk to the ants. They don't talk to us. The silence is the sound of irrelevance. The case is laid bare. We are the detectives staring at the evidence board, and none of the solutions are comforting. So, which one is it? What is the answer to the great silence? Are we the first? The rare earth solution? Are we a cosmic miracle, alone in an empty universe that is ours to inherit, if we can survive our own fatal flaw? Are we the doomed, the great filter solution? Are we just another failed civilization, climbing the ladder towards an inevitable self-destruction? Is the silence a warning from the ghosts of billions of failed sapiens that came before? Or are we the hidden, the dark forest solution? Are we the children shouting in a forest full of predators? Is the silence not a mystery, but a strategy, a terror we have not yet learned? In the end, the Fermi Paradox was never about them. It was never about aliens. It is a mirror forced upon us. It is the ultimate human paradox. It forces us to confront our own evolution and our own destiny. The great silence doesn't tell us who they are. It forces us to decide who we are going to be. This is the kind of big question we deconstruct every week at The Cognitive Leap. If you are driven to investigate these unsolved mysteries of our cosmos and our consciousness, then join this investigation. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, Help us listen to the silence. And now, the final question goes to you. Which solution to the Fermi Paradox do you find the most compelling and the most terrifying? Are we the first? Are we the doomed? Or are we the hidden? Let me know your theory in the comments below.